Okay guys, it's 4:37 a.m. It's 30.7 degrees. It's oh gosh, it's May 21st. It's day 49. That sound you're hearing, that's the first precipitation that I've seen since getting on trail 49 days ago, so that sound is wind. It's going to be a hard day, but I'm getting up. Oh, I'm also at 12,100 feet of elevation. I'm getting up. All right, 6:10 in the morning, 22 degrees. There's Nurse walking in, there's Midnight packing up, there's Martin wisely hiding behind the trees. It's snowy, it's very, very cold, 22.4 degrees. It's day 49, we finally got our first precipitation. And I'm not really gonna blabber away, it's just too cold. And I think we gotta get walking, so I'll talk to you guys later. Guys, it is 11:45 and 37.4 degrees, still very chilly. And interesting development on the day, we have split up from Nurse. You can see kind of behind me there, that big wall covered in snow and trees. That's what the trail does, is kind of, let me see if I can point, I don't have my head all the way around it. But essentially we started way up at the top of that ridge, and the trail wants you to switch back down, but with whatever 2 or 3 inches of fresh snow last night, on top of a whole bunch of kind of funky, halfway set up snow, it wasn't looking great. It wasn't looking great to me. It wasn't looking great to Midnight. It wasn't looking great to Martin. And I guess Nurse felt pretty comfortable with it, so before we could really have an in-depth conversation about the cost benefit of such a decision, Nurse had pretty well scrambled away on his own, and there was no animosity or hard feelings, and goodness knows we all hope he's all right and he's made it down successfully, and we're all kind of hoping that he'll laugh at us when we see him next. But the three of us made the decision instead to follow sort of the finger of this mountain about 1.5 miles out of the way, which is a lot these days. 1.5 miles on passable terrain, you can kind of scoff at it, no problem. But 1.5 miles out of your way, and then whatever, a mile plus to get back to the trail, it's gonna put a dent in your day for sure. So in making that decision, we pretty well resigned ourselves to not being able to make this Elwood cabin or whatever tonight. But frankly, it's exactly that sort of decision which informed our decision a few days ago to each carry an extra day of food. So if we don't make Elwood Pass tonight, or Elwood cabin, that is A1+1 perfectly fine. And I think the three of us can rest our heads tonight knowing that we made the right decision and hoping that we run into Nurse pretty soon. So we'll see. We should be about a mile from the Continental Divide Trail at this point, and I think all three of us are going to be scouring for his footprints. So yeah, might not see him today though. Who knows? We'll see. All right, checking over. Good afternoon, folks. 4:21. and 35.2 degrees. This is going to be a quick health update because it's too cold for the camera, and it's too windy, and frankly conditions are pretty rough, but you know, fine. Yeah, I mean, yeah, here we are in knee-deep mashed potatoes again. Just circling around the back end of Montezuma's Peak. I would love to give you more information about exactly where I am with respect to elevation and distance into the day, but I just don't really know. So if I feel enterprising, I will put that down below. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. That's Nurse and Midnight up ahead. Health update. Anyways, generally, body's feeling pretty good. I did unfortunately have to skip my morning coffee this morning because my stove is not working. My fuel canister is working. However, my stove is not. It is a jet boil stash. I'm quite sure that it's probably just kind of clogged up, and I'm rather hopeful that I can find a way to clean it at some point, and I expect it will work again after that. But anyways, I wasn't able to have my morning coffee, so I am you know, enduring through a bit of a headache, but nothing crazy. I don't think it's, I honestly in my heart of hearts think it's just the lack of coffee, not really the elevation. But the elevation is taking its toll on kind of energy level, which has just been lower the last few days. It's fine. I don't feel bad. I don't feel like appetite is fine. Not nauseous. Not certainly anything like dizzy or anything like that. I just feel that my muscles and my body, they just aren't getting exactly what they need. So there's that. Aside from that, though, I think everything else in my body is doing pretty great, to be honest. Gear shout-outs. Definitely love the Patagonia Refugiative right now. They're just doing a great job of protecting me from the wind and the snow that we had this morning. Love the flexibility of having pit zips. Sorry if the camera keeps turning around. I keep having to make sure it's still recording. Love the flexibility of having pit zips that I can kind of, you know, ventilate a little as we climb, and then close it up as we descend, like now. And definitely the Skylight Gear Polar Tech Alpha, whatever the heck it is. Also rocking and rolling for me. I think that's going to be it for this health update. It's just where's Montezuma right there. It's just a little too hairy to give you much more than that, so I'm going to snap off. We don't really know how far we're going because where would you camp? Right here, frankly. Yeah, so it's fine. Spirits are high, but this is just a really challenging section, so at least it's beautiful as well. Alright, I'm going to turn off. I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, shortly past 7, not sure of the exact time, and wicked cold, especially in the wind, not sure of the exact temperature. Super nice view. I've been super nice views all day long, and it has also been excruciatingly difficult today. Just a super hard day. I don't really have a whole lot more to say about it than that. It was cold. It snowed overnight unexpectedly, 2 to 3, 4 inches, I don't know, 2, 3, probably 2 or 3 inches. Tough to tell because the wind has been blowing a gale nonstop, and really there's no way to tell. I mean, because the wind is, you know, blowing the snow every which way. There's my tent, looks great. Just ate some dinner. Not super excited about it. I mean, just double ramen, you know. Whatever keeps the wheels turning. According to the CDT, we only traversed 12 and a half miles or something today, but in as far as actual miles traveled, we did just under 19, or excuse me, gosh, I wish, just under 15 today, which is a better number. But frankly, I mean, it was just a brutal day. Beautiful as the day is long, but brutal. And I think everyone in the group was feeling totally beat. I know Nurse was like boiling water to soak his feet because he's the one of the four of us that doesn't have any sort of waterproof socks, I think, or maybe he does. I don't know. His feet got wet and cold. And so he's kind of concerned about that. Obviously, you know, Martin's got his feet issue that he's dealing with I don't know, just banged up feet for sure. And then I guess that's kind of metastasizing into accommodation, like sort of shifting weight and stuff like that, and trying to like alleviate the pain in the feet by way of adjusting the gait, which of course leads to more issues. And then Midnight said today was probably one of the hardest days she's ever hiked in Colorado, which is saying something. Yeah, and it got above freezing, but that was honestly more trouble than it was worth. If it had just stayed colder, it would have been easier to traverse some of the trail that we were on, but it got warm enough to where stuff was getting sloppy, stuff was getting messy, and the snow kind of kept falling. But yeah, I gotta go to sleep, man. It is a brutal day. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. We can hope. All right, I'll talk to you guys later.